bit of autumn leaves. Okay. Let's see. Whoop. When you were younger, I watched you from afar. But I'm still in love with you. I want to see you dance again on this harvest moon. When we were young, I watched you from afar. When we were older, I loved you with all my heart. Now the moon is riding high. I wanna see you dance again on this harvest moon. A little bit of harvest moon for you too. Okay. So yeah, because it is harvest moon Friday, Saturday, and the hunters are doing the hunting. Pelosi's gone. Everybody's still waiting on the rates for the dinar. People are still waiting on Jusera Nacera, talking about it. People are getting excited. People know things are happening. Then all of a sudden you have certain people gone, leaving the transitioning, if you will. Feinstein's gone. Bye-bye. You have certain governors who just left for a day and replaced themselves with a completely different party. And adios. So, you know, then you have Trump went out to California and rallied the troops and told them he was going to do good things for California. Woohoo! I'm excited about that. And meantime, we're all waiting for, you know, who to show up. ETs, of course. And that would be the good ETs. There's no bad ones that will that have been helping us. There'll be only good ETs helping us, and that will eventually happen when we have the solar flash, whenever that will be. I don't know when. I keep hearing it's supposed to be this year, but then I keep hearing that we're having a different timeline, so I only report what I've been hearing. And so I don't know, how relevant all of this is going to be, if we're all going to be changing. I don't pretend to get it, and I don't get it still. So I'm just trusting in God above to do the right thing, and that's where I've been. So I really have nothing to report, nothing to say, because I don't have inside intel. The only intel I have are from trusted sources like Blue Water and Christian 21 and Trump himself, So have Too Tall RN, who does the gematria translation of what Trump says. And I don't always post that, but I do take a look at what she has to say, and I don't always agree, but I don't know how exact a science that is, but it's pretty good. Here in Florida, I've been getting nothing but rain, so to those people in New York who are getting just flooding everywhere, I understand. No fun. But certain things have to be done, So I get it. We're at war, so. And, it's a need to know kind of a thing. So when it's really quiet, I don't need to know. I just go about my business and do what I have to do, and be patient. Learn to be patient. And boy, howdy have I learned to be patient. Manifesting and just thinking good things and being grateful for everything that I have. Completely. The breath I breathe, getting up in the morning, playing this old guitar, being able to play, being able to sing sometimes. And so, really this is how my videos are going to be on this subject, because there's just nothing, it's kind of boring, but yet I'm happy, I'm content, happy with my life. Do I want to stay in this particular state? No. So can't do a whole lot about that. I mean, I could, but where I want to go is not ready yet. God's not done with what he needs to do. So waiting on certain things that have to happen first before I make any moves. So in the meantime, I'm just learning to be content where I'm at, happy with what I have. Obviously, it's a lesson I need to learn, so not a whole lot I can do, Yeah, and just kind of watching certain things happening over, the entire world, keeping certain people in my heart, like the children and trafficked children, and that's still ongoing, and still arrests are being made against that. Yeah, in Vegas, they just arrested a bunch of sex trafficked people. So I'm so thankful that that's still ongoing, and that's something that they're honing in on, and I'm glad that that's happening. But I'm also, I'm seeing some people being more loving and kind to each other. And until we learn to be kind and loving and see each other as one big family, and that we all contribute to each other one way or another, then we're not going to grow, until we learn that lesson. Um, I've said this before, I just see us all as little drops of water in a big ocean, and each one of us are our own little waves, and each wave is unique and different. Some are epic, you know, and some are mild, but yet beautiful, you know, in their own way. So that's how I see it. You know, just talking to my neighbors helping me, I'm helping them. You know, anybody I'm meeting, I'm just giving out love and speaking from my heart, and not trying to be anything or trying to please, or not that I'm a pleaser, but, and nothing wrong with that, by the way, but just listening, looking at them, giving them time of day, saying nice things to them just because it's part of the conversation, and letting them know that there are people that care and love them, you know, and hope it helps their day, at least, you know. Because if you remember, there's no time over there on the other side. So a day could be 1,000 years. They wouldn't know the difference. Okay. Was listening to one guy who's written a lot of different books. I'd love to get one of his books. He channeled Jesus and Muhammad and other people as well. He's written books, lots of books. He's a photographer. His name is Barry Shore, I think it is, S-C, Shore, yeah, S-C-H-O-R-E or something. Anyway, he's written the book, The Lost Years of Jesus, which I'd like to just read. So anyway, yeah, that's something I want to do. So yeah, that's it. That's all I'm doing. Nothing else. And I just hope that you're doing well. You know, do a thumbs up, like if you like it, and it helps the channel to grow. If you guys want to hear me talk about other things or do other things, let me know that too. If you want more music content, let me know. Otherwise, I'm not going to be doing that much videos, you know, so, because not a whole lot to talk about. All right, well, what else? You know, lots of things that you're seeing is distraction. So not really worth going into. Really, you know, not my summation anyway. I, you know, would get your house in order as far as, you know, if you happen to have certain denominational papers that you're going to eventually turn in, I'd try to, you know, figure out what it is that you wanted to do and how you were going to handle all that. You know, when it comes to monetary things, you always want to be careful because there's still evil out there, little minions that don't know how to control themselves just yet. And all we can do is have love and compassion for them, but also be wise about it, you know. Some people are talking about getting attorneys. The other thing I'm also waiting on, other than the solar flash, is if it is announced and when it is announced about the Jacera and common law, we're not going to need a whole lot of attorneys or banks or, you know, have to worry about a whole lot of stuff. No NDAs, none of that. Because, we're free to come and go as we please, you know. So read up on the common law if you don't know what that's all about. Just educate yourself while you've got the downtime, yeah. So that's it. I just want to come on here and say howdy. I'm still alive. And who knows when the next video will be. But we'll see, okay? All right. Much love to you all. Ta-ta.